You stumble into the kitchen, gulping down a cup of coffee as you rush through your morning routine. You grab a granola bar and head out the door, leaving no time for a proper breakfast. Your mind is already racing with a to-do list that seems never-ending. As the day progresses, you find yourself juggling work deadlines, family responsibilities, and social obligations. You barely have time to breathe, let alone take care of yourself. You push through, fueled by adrenaline and caffeine, but deep down, you know something is off. This is the reality for many of us, a constant cycle of stress, overwhelm, and neglecting our own needs. We put everyone and everything else before ourselves, thinking it's the only way to keep up with the demands of modern life. But here's the harsh truth, neglecting self-care is like running on an empty tank. Sooner or later, you'll hit a wall and it won't be pretty.
It's the way you make me feel so good, feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good.
In today's episode, we'll explore the problems that arise when self-care takes a backseat in our lives. We'll uncover the reasons why we struggle to prioritize ourselves, and most importantly, we'll discover the transformative power of self-care and how it can positively impact every aspect of our lives. But before we dive in, let's establish a common understanding of what self-care truly means.
Welcome to Self-Care and Hustle Podcast, where your journey to becoming your best version begins. If you're ready to live your best life and find your inner peace, you've come to the right place, giving you insights on all life tips and purpose-driven actions to move you from where you are now to where you want to go. You can do this. This is me, Nestle Poliente, your host. Are you ready? Now, let's dive in.
It's not just about bubble baths and scented candles, although those can certainly be part of it. Self-care is a holistic practice that encompasses our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It's about nourishing and nurturing ourselves in ways that replenish our energy and restore balance. So, why do we neglect self-care? One of the primary reasons is the pervasive belief that putting ourselves first is selfish. We've been conditioned to prioritize external achievements and the needs of others, often at the expense of our own well-being. But the truth is, self-care is not selfish, it's essential. Research consistently shows that when we neglect self-care, our physical and mental health suffer. We become more susceptible to stress, burnout, and a whole host of health issues. Our productivity and creativity plummet and our relationships become strained. Neglecting self-care not only hurts us, it also affects those around us. Consider this: when you board a plane, the flight attendants instruct you to put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. Why? Because you can't help anyone if you're gasping for air yourself. The same principle applies to life. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary to show up fully for the people and responsibilities that matter to you. Now, let's look at some concrete examples of how neglecting self-care can manifest in our day-to-day lives. Meet Sarah, a dedicated mother of 2 young children. Sarah spends her days juggling household chores, shuttling the kids to various activities, and managing her part-time job. She rarely has a moment to herself, let alone time to focus on her own needs. As the days turn into weeks and weeks into months, Sarah's exhaustion grows. She's constantly on edge, snapping at her kids and feeling guilty for not being more patient. She's caught in a cycle of perpetual busyness, convinced that self-care is a luxury she can't afford. But here's the thing, neglecting self-care not only affects Sarah's well-being, but it also impacts her children. She's modeling behavior that teaches them it's normal to disregard their own needs in favor of external demands. By prioritizing self-care, Sarah can break this cycle and create a healthier, more balanced environment for herself and her family. Let's shift gears and meet John, a high-achieving professional working in a fast-paced corporate environment. John is constantly striving to meet deadlines, impress his superiors, and climb the ladder of success. He sacrifices sleep, exercise, and leisure activities in pursuit of his career goals. At first, John's determination seems admirable, but as time goes on, the cracks start to show. He's perpetually exhausted, relying on caffeine and energy drinks to keep him going. His relationships suffer as he has little time or energy to invest in them. The constant stress and pressure take a toll on his mental health, leading to anxiety and burnout. What John fails to realize is that by neglecting self-care, he's actually hindering his long-term success. Research shows that taking breaks, getting enough sleep, and engaging in leisure activities enhance productivity, creativity, and overall job performance. By making self-care a priority, John could achieve even greater success while maintaining his well-being. Sarah and John's stories highlight the everyday struggles we face when self-care is pushed aside. Whether you're a busy parent, a career-driven professional, or someone navigating the challenges of life, neglecting self-care can have far-reaching consequences. But here's the good news: by prioritizing self-care, we can reverse these effects and create a life that is fulfilling, balanced, and sustainable. Over the course of this podcast series, we'll explore practical strategies, expert insights, and personal stories that will empower you to embrace self-care and make it a non-negotiable part of your life. So, buckle up and get ready for a journey of self-discovery and transformation. It's time to reclaim your well-being, prioritize your needs, and unlock your full potential. Thank you for joining me in this episode. Remember to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more episodes where we'll delve deeper into the world of self-care. Until next time, take care of yourself. You deserve it.
I was worried you broke my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This rare finger for people like them. Oh, no. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good, oh.
Thanks for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive into all the tips you can use to becoming your best self. To catch all the latest from me, follow me on Instagram and support me by considering buying me a coffee. Link is in the description. And make sure to chill out, listen to your favorite music, and drink your water. See you in my next episode.